episode of Grassroots Garage, we have the Nolan brothers, Luke and Nigel's pair of Datsun 1600s. Like them, are similar, but also very unique.
All right, plan B. I'm worried about those V8s. Welcome to Grassroots Garage. I got the Nolan brothers, Luke.
Peter.
Nigel.
Pete, there you
One person. I want to hear about what got you into cars originally.
We've always loved cars. We bought our first. We owned a lot of cars together, being twins. We bought our first Datsun 1600 when we were 15.
Yeah, nice. Tell us about that first Datto.
We bought it off our neighbour. It was painted in pressure pack yellow.
Yeah.
Someone was silly enough to get caught driving it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Young and stupid, mate. That's what happens, you know, younger brothers. I'll feel you.
That's all right. He was giving me a lift, so I was happy with that. It just started from there. Snowballed. Mainly Datsuns, but we've had an RX-3, had an Escort, you had a KE10 Corolla.
So where did the passion come from?
Well, our father was into cars.
Our dad, he's always been into cars. He was a drag racer when he was younger, but always big V8s, and he was a Ford man, so always Fords. But when he was 21, he brought a Datsun Bluebird brand new, and he took that around Australia and broke it in half in the end, jumping it and snapped it in half. But so he had a bit of a passion for Datsuns also, so he didn't mind us owning Datsuns. So.
Yeah, that's mad. So what's next for your car?
Keep it running.
Keep working on it,
We're currently building another engine for it, which will still be a Z18, of course, because I'm going to stick with the old school.
Yeah.
But hopefully something that might keep up with these other guys a bit better.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, all right. Don't tell me too much now. We'll follow that build.
No worries.
You'll have to keep watching if you want to find out what happens there. That's mad.
Yep.
All right. So what's next for the car?
My car's going to be pulled apart probably in the next week or so, and I've got new intake manifold, a new exhaust manifold, and a bigger turbo to go on it. So I'm hoping to get up to about 500 horsepower.
Nice. Here's my favourite. So you've won lotto. You've got unlimited cash. You've got the big shed. You've got the hoist. You've got whatever you want. What does it look? What cars you got in there?
Every kind of Datsun you can.
Yeah, one of everything.
Of course, got to. Maybe a couple of 1600s, of course. But I'll have every sort of Datsun, and possibly rotaries as well, and maybe an old Ford for me dad.
Nice. Yeah, like old school cruisers, or would you have a drag car?
I'd have one for each, wouldn't you?
One of each.
Why not?
That's
you'd
it.
have your drag car, you'd have your track car, you'd have your street cruiser. Yeah. I've got 5 kids, so I need a big car as well.
Yeah, you get a wagon. Get like a 200B wagon, you know. Like,
with a dicky seat in the back, or a 280C or something like that.
Yeah, nice, love that.
That'll work.
Yeah.
I hope I win the lotto now, you got me keen.
Yeah, one of everything, man. All right, Nigel, you got unlimited cash, got the big shed, what are you putting in it?
I'd buy a dead stock Datsun 1600.
Oh yeah, nice.
I'd love to have a dead stock one that hasn't been played with. I'd have mine, of course, and I'd probably have a few supercars. I'd love to have the brand new Ford GT. That thing's unbelievable.
Yeah, okay, so, nice. Yeah. We're looking at.
It's a 1970 model 1600. It's got a FJ in it. Just standard cams. It's forged pistons, high flow turbo, custom plenum creations intake. It's running E85 1000cc injectors. Custom radiator, custom intercooler.
I do love that we've started sort of putting the intercoolers behind the grille again.
That's why I try to hide it so you don't see it. I've got a complete grille.
Yeah.
The coilovers.
Yeah.
T3 tops.
How easy was that to put in?
Yeah, they were pretty easy. They were R31 struts that were cut down in coilovers.
Nice.
Yeah, that was all bolt on R32 brakes. calipers. Yeah, that was all easy to get in.
R32, that's a pretty like a well-worn part.
Yeah, it's plenty of people have done it, so it's easy to do these days. Yeah. Or
did you buy like a kit, or you don't need to?
No, just got them custom made. Datsport fitting kit.
Yeah, nice.
That's all Datsport rear end as well.
Okay.
All fully adjustable rear end.
So what is Skyline diff?
It's a WRX diff.
WRX diff?
Yeah, R180.
Okay.
So yeah, that's a pretty easy conversion to do.
Rexy diff?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a few people that run them, so
cool.
It's been pretty strong so far. So it's handled what I've given it so far.
You wouldn't think that the rear, because I suppose they're a 50.
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's, bolt in.
Yeah.
Just change the flanges.
And obviously someone's sort of measured it and gone, oh yeah, that fits.
Yeah, well that was kind of old school conversion. That back in the 90s, everyone used to do that. So.
Really, the Rexy?
Yeah. It's a full stainless exhaust all the way through.
Yeah, it looks nice, eh?
It's performs.
What's next for the car?
I've just brought a new turbo for it, a new inlet manifold, and so just get higher up on the list. I'm number 4, and I want to keep going.
Yeah. So what? So this is an old Garrett, is it?
Yeah, it's a Garrett.
So what's the
T324? I brought a Gen 2 GTX 3582.
Okay.
So a fair bit bigger than that.
Nice.
So hopefully that'll be on. Not by the next roll race, and the roll racing after that. So probably about a month and a half away.
Cool. Tell us about this interior.
Yeah, it's all. A friend of mine did the interior for me. Amy Plains there. He's got a shop.
Mm-hmm.
They're Lancer seats. He's trimmed to kind of look old school, but not old school. That's a 1600 rear seat that he's rebolstered.
Oh yeah.
So that's a standard rear seat. Yeah, Lancer front seats, and full Triple S dash and steering wheel and Triple S door trims.
And where did you get them from?
All from Japan, from Craig Ford in Japan. So.
I don't want to know how much that cost you. Mate. That's,
She was up there, but I wanted to go, so it looked standard inside. So all that helped.
It's very classy, isn't it?
Yeah. I like the old. Well, they got it right from the factory. Why change it?
Exactly. I love it.
A lot of people give me a bit of stick about the steering wheel, but I think it tops it off.
Oh, I think so too. Why would they say change it?
Yeah, because it's so big. But it's easy to drive with it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Z18, got a front mount intercooler, got it painted black so you can't see it.
Nice.
The engine's dead stock, original turbo, everything.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a full stock engine.
That's mad.
I did have a worked engine in there, but they tend to blow up and stuff. So.
Blow head gasket.
But now I've got 2 other engines at home anyway. So.
Man, that's a good turnaround. Get it in a week, bar. 2 weeks? How long's it been since we were?
3 weeks, is it?
Okay. Yeah.
Something like that, yeah. And then it's just a Z18 5-speed, R180 diff.
Yeah. Brakes?
240k front discs.
Yeah.
Original drums at the back.
Old school. When was this built?
We built this one, I think, about 97. And it's pretty much stayed the same.
How good is that?
The same as when I did it. Just a different engine, obviously. And I've done, 24 axles. I think about 12 diffs and only 1 gearbox.
1 gearbox?
Yep.
It just shows you those axles are the Datsun thing, aren't they?
I'd rather them break than a gearbox because I've got to pull the whole engine out to get the gearbox off.
Yeah.
With the way we did the conversion.
Like a fuse for the...
And that's the sump is actually the original sump off the original L16 that I took out of it.
Yeah, man.
This was automatic in the tree, light blue.
When you bought it?
Yeah, 38,000 miles on the clock.
That's sick, man.
And then I did this to it. I probably should have left it the way it was.
No. So this is 97, so it's 30 years old. 97.
Yeah. Oh, something like that.
97, 2007 to 20. So this was done 21 years ago.
Yeah. And it was painted. We painted it the week that the colour came out, but the engine conversion I'd done before that, when it still looked original.
So were you devastated that everyone else, so many cars then?
Not really. They wanted to copy me.
Yeah, that's it. It's the sincerest form of flattery, mate, when everyone else does the same. Can we do a bit on the interior as well?
Yep. I should have given it a better clean.
No.
Pull up
Look at this, man.
CRX seats. Period correct, see?
Isn't it?
It's not what people would do these days.
It's coming back, man. This is sick. Who did this for you?
Adriana's Trim.
Yeah.
They're big into rallies and stuff. Yeah, she did the interior.
Dude, I used to love when they did this, man. This is sick.
Yeah.
I'm losing
And it goes through like from the kick panels through to the back doors. It follows through. And I had the back seat tongued and to match the front seats, and headrest put in and lumbar support.
What? So it's a factory seat that's been
Yes, Adriana redid it all.
That's sick, man. So, but like when you went to when you went to her and said, "This is what I want to do," in '97, she would have just been like, "Mate, you're ahead of the curve. This is sick."
Oh, she's been running the business for a while, so she'd been doing stuff like.
Yeah.
And this sort of pattern and that people wouldn't go for these days.
You don't do it anymore. You just don't see it, mate. Like, I'm losing. I've never seen the interior of this car before.
You haven't?
No. See, I remember that Gemini, the yellow one that had the plates on it were Berserk back in the day.
Yeah.
And it had the big electric. It had the heartbeat.
Oh yeah,
in his door. I used to love when they did these sort of electric patterns and shit.
I need to retrim under the dash again and that, because I moved all the wiring from in the engine bay to under the dash. So, and then I trimmed up that panel.
Little things like having the gear stick color matched and everything too.
Oh well, that sort of happened because I said to my brother-in-law, "Can I bring a couple of parts around and can we paint on it?" Because he painted the car. Mm-hmm. Can I bring a couple of parts around to paint on the weekend? And he goes, "Yeah, no worries." And then he goes, "Look, I just counted 220 pieces you want us to paint, because I got the springs, the calipers, back of the diff,
all of this,
like everything,
the bracket around.
I started pulling a couple of things apart and end up pulling most of the car apart.
Fuel rails.
Yep.
That's sick.
Dizzy.
Yeah.
Alternator.
Oh, hells yeah.
Brake booster. I normally have a cover that I forgot to put back on there when we put it back together.
How would you be being a painter, eh? It's always the way. It's like, can you just do me a little favour?
Yeah.
So that's it for this episode of Grassroots Garage. Hope you enjoyed these beautiful Datsuns of the Nola brothers. Luke, thanks for your time, man.
No worries. Thanks,
Nigel, thanks for your time. Thanks. And I'm doing it in that order because you're going to go with age first. You've got to go the eldest brother first.
And that car was built first.
That's it.
Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next one.